Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'm SamuraiT-X, the name's Soul. Well, last part we left off, we labelled that Dee Vasquez did not eat T-bone steak. She was meeting to steal samurai. And, well, we said that the samurai spear is not the murder weapon. So, the judge has told us, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? So, I can tell you and I can't tell you. And yes, we can tell. Because do you remember that photograph? That photograph from 5 years ago we have. That will be our vital evidence right here. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see what this murder weapon is then. The photo, remember? Look, impaled. Impaled on the fence. So, let's present it. Look at this photo. What is this? Why does Jack Hammer stand on top of the stairs? Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all of this about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photograph of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked from the outside, or leaked to the outside. It was a closed-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth. You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Oh, what? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 PM on the day of the murder. Miss Dee Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Sorry guys. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Oh, whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of the argument that Herman died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned it to the trailer at the space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death and carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Well, she couldn't deal with it by herself. I bet she moved it. Well, yeah, she did move it, but she had another way of moving it. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Well, remember what she said about Salmonella taking her to the Studio 1 in the van because she was fatigued? Well, this is how she did it. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. recall your testimony. Hey, Rosie, there's a flashback. I'm not gonna say nothing. See, there you go. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I'm not gonna say no he wasn't, because he always does what D. Vasquez tells him to do, so of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Awkward silence in the courtroom. Oh my god. So, we've proved the possibility, eh? Yeah, pretty much. Well, she did do it, it seems. If she's not denying it, saying we won, seems she's done it. So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Awkward silence again. Wow, this is very awkward, the silence. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of the battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course it's as Witness says. Certainly it does seem likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've got no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? You did it, Vasquez? No further questions? I think we're gonna have her testify again. We need her to testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You would ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! It's come so far, only to fail. Oh man. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of Miss Vasquez. Objection! What the hell? Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh, thanks. Really? That was a waste of an objection. I see. Very well. What the? Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. What the? Edgeworth, why are you helping us? You are a prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that why we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Oh, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, here you go. I want to hear about what happened the day after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. Wow, I can't believe he's helping us. I was with Sal and Olback, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Olback was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issue raised by this testimony. Let's do Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Well, folks, when we come back, folks, we will handle this cross-examination. Until then, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.